Jean, I'll start by asking if you have an update on Will Butcher and how he's doing.
I do not know, and I'll talk to trainers by a little bit later tonight.
Okay. When you picked up JSD off of waivers, or when the team did, what were you expecting to get from him, and what do you see that you've gotten from him?
Well, I don't think you think you're going to get 3 goals in 3 games, but we knew that he had the offensive talent. But I think when you look at the player, he's tenacious. He has speed. He has good hockey sense. He's a competitive player. He can play wing and center, and he probably can play power play too. But he also turned himself into a pretty good penalty killer. So we knew we were getting a guy that really fits what we want to do, and it's nice to see him be able to get rewarded. He's made a lot. He's done a lot with some limited ice time, but I think it's it's, again, I've said it before, I think it's a credit to our management and our scouting staff. We have an identity that we want to play with. We have a style of player that we feel can come in and fit well. So I think it's really a good combination where the player's done an excellent job taking advantage of his opportunity, but the way we play and the way we do things is also well suited for a guy like him.
The first 2 periods against San Jose obviously weren't your favorite, I would imagine. But these first 2 periods, this third period, it really seemed like your team bought in right from the beginning into Devils hockey.
Yeah, it was good. I thought the first part of the first period we really got off to a good start, which is something that we had talked about. And then, in the second and third period, when we had the lead, I thought we were very diligent tonight, and that was one of the things we talked with our guys about, was managing the puck well, being able to get to our game, playing fast, be able to put the other team on their heels, get to the offensive zone, get there and stay there, and I thought the guys did a good job of that tonight.
How about building an identity at home and being a tough team to play against, which you have been so far? Yeah,
it's always nice. We were on the road there for a while in preseason at the end to Europe, and then coming back here. I think the first couple of games, it was the crowd was fantastic, sold out building. The guys enjoyed playing here. So hopefully we can continue to do it as a partnership where we can come out as the team and give the fans a game that they're proud of and things that they can cheer for, and hopefully they continue to support us the way that they have.
You mentioned that JSD has done a lot with a little bit of ice time. Do you see a hungry player trying to make the most of the opportunity that he has and show that he can stick at this level?
Yeah, he's a guy, I mean, he's paid his dues. He was in the Pittsburgh organization, and obviously when he was kind of coming up through the ranks, they were winning Stanley Cups, and they're obviously one of the more dominant teams in the NHL, so it's hard to crack that lineup. But in Wilkes-Barre, I think they've done a very good job developing players, and he's paid his dues. So you have a hungry player that has developed himself over the course of some years in the American Hockey League, and sometimes you find NHL players that are playing in the American Hockey League, and JS is one of those types of guys. So hopefully he continues to play the way that he's playing, and I can tell you that when you perform the way that he has with a little ice time, you then earn more ice time, and that's what we want. He's a guy we picked up on waivers, and he's making an internal competition with our team stronger, which is what we want. So hopefully he continues that, and it pushes some other people to be better.
Keith now has 2 shutouts in 4 games. Just talk about how good he's been.
Keith's been fantastic. I think we've done some good things defensively, but I think when we've had breakdowns, really from the start of the year, from the Edmonton game on through, he's been extremely sharp, focused. When we've had breakdowns, he's come up with timely saves, key saves. And it's nice, you can't win regularly in this league if you don't have strong goaltending. So it's nice to see Keith get off to a good start. He's certainly prepared for it. And, like we said last year, I think the opportunity that he had to make a run late in the season last year to help us get in the playoffs has benefited him. It's benefited our team and the organization. And hopefully he continues to make it a real strong year for himself and for our team.
Is Kyle just being rewarded for just getting the puck where he needs to be on net?
Yeah, he's doing the right things. It's one of the things with Kyle is he's got, when he's performing well, he's doing what he's doing. He's a shot-first guy. He's making good decisions. He doesn't overthink things. He doesn't get too cute. He's a player that needs to play a direct game, and he's playing a direct game, and that allows his skill set to be able to come out.
3 power plays tonight for the Dallas Stars, and you guys were able to keep them off the board, not only on the whole game, but in the power play as well. They're the 2nd best power play in the league. What is it about your penalty kill that's really working for you guys right now?
Well, I think one, I'd just like to acknowledge the team. I thought coming into the game, we knew that they were the 2nd-ranked power play, and I think that's one of the strengths of their team at this point in the season. So we were pretty disciplined tonight, which was important. It was one of our keys to the game, and our penalty kill has done a good job. I think they're extremely well prepared with Naz. They certainly have an identity. I think they have a belief in what we're doing and how we want to play, and their execution and attention to detail is excellent. And as always, we've had excellent goaltending, and usually that makes your penalty kill, I think, to the next level where you can keep some good teams off the board.
Going back to even a year ago, Nico's been pretty good at drawing penalties and putting you guys on power play. What about his game allows him to be in that spot where opponents are constantly kind of fouling for that? Well,
he's quick, he's elusive. When he has the puck in certain areas, whether it's off the rush or he's in the offensive zone coming out of corners, he's a difficult player to defend because he's slippery. So he causes people to be able to take penalties because they lose body position. And he's always in the areas of the game. He gets to the middle of the ice. He plays at the net front. He's in the areas of the game where when you play hard like he does, you can put yourself in positions where you can draw penalties.
Are you seeing what you wanted to see from Mirko Mueller when you acquired him last season?
Yeah, Mirko's taken a nice step. I think it's it's been basically a year since we've gotten him, and this is a step we'd like to see. He's playing with more assertiveness, and he's a guy that has all kinds of talent. He's big, he's strong, he's got a good reach, he can skate real well. And one of the things he needed to do was play with much more assertiveness than he did, and now he's doing that. You can see that his line rush against defense. He's got tight gaps. I think he feels comfortable with the puck moving it out of our own zone, which is important. And he's been in some situations now where, even in training camp, I think he was adjusting to the role with Vatanen and playing against other teams' top players. But since the regular season started, he's been assigned with those roles, and he's done a very good job.
You think they've meshed really well together? He was saying just before, Sammy can jump into the play, and he knows they've been able to read off each other, I guess, really well.
Yeah, for a Finn and a Swiss guy, they do. They get along well and play well. So it's, but they have been a good combination, and that's good to see. And that's something that we were counting on, and we're planning on being a possible pair that could play against top lines.
John,
7 goals in 4 games. Do you just expect them to score every night now?
Who's that, Palmieri?
Yeah.
It'd be nice, yeah. If he can keep it going, we'll take it.
John, could your team be even better than they are right now?
Yeah, it's when you look at games, sometimes you win, it could go a bounce either way. There's certainly some things that we need to be able to clean up. We're basically 4 games in, and we have a quote in our locker room that results may vary, but the process doesn't change, and that's something that we have to understand, that we need to continue to build our game and get better, and the guys will have a day off tomorrow, and then we'll come back in on Thursday morning and be able to get ready for Colorado. So we can certainly be better. I think most importantly is, I think there's certain individuals on our team that can be better, and we need to get more out of it. So we'll come back to work not satisfied on Thursday.
Is that quote kind of how you not get overconfident in your game?
Yeah, for sure. At the end of the day, you can't control whether you win or lose, but you can control what your process is going to be. And lots of times for us right now, we feel like we've played good games, and we feel like we've deserved to win. There's sometimes you win and you get outplayed, and you just get a great performance from your goaltender, or you can come out of that game and say, if we played that game 5 times, we're probably going to lose 4 out of the 5 of them. So why have we been able to play well? And it's because we've been diligent. We've had strong meetings. The guys have come to work. They've come to practice really well. We've been prepared. They've been engaged in the games. They've been ready to play. Those things can't change. If those things change, then the results will change. And that's the only thing we can control.
Anything else for John? Thank you.
Okay, have a good night.